Hello and welcome to the Best of Cat series by IMS. Let's look at the next question from algebra. Now, what I would suggest here is that you pause this video, attempt this question on your own, and then watch the solution. So we've got a question from functions where we have to find the minimum value of a composite function. Okay. Now we can attempt this question, or we can solve this question in many different ways. Let's look at the first method of solving where we are trying to complete the square. Okay, so first we will calculate the composite function. What is the composite function here? It is function of g of x. Okay, now g of x is given to us as x plus 3. So this is simply function of x plus 3. Function of x is already given to us. If I'm looking for function of x plus 3, I will just substitute x plus 3 for x. So instead of writing x square, I will write x plus 3 whole square. Similarly, minus 7 times of x plus 3. So we get the composite function f of g of x. How much is that? X plus 3 whole square is x square plus 6x plus 9 minus 7x minus 21. That is x square minus x minus 12. Okay, we want the minimum value of f of g of x minus 3x. So if I subtract 3x from here, what do I get? I get x square minus 4x minus 12. This is the expression for which we want to find out the minimum value. Okay, now we will try and complete a perfect square over here. Okay, so how do I complete a perfect square here? I will concentrate on these two terms, not on the constant. So x square minus 4x. In what perfect square do I get x square minus 4x? And it's easy to figure out that if we do x minus 2 whole square. What is x minus 2 whole square? It is x square minus 4x plus 4. But here I've got x square minus 4x minus 12, which means from this, if I subtract 16 here, what do I have? I have x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 16, and 4 minus 16 is minus 12, which gives me my original expression. Okay, so as a perfect square, I can write this as x minus 2 whole square minus 16. This is what I'm trying to minimize. Okay. Now, we know that for any real perfect square, the minimum value is 0. So any real perfect square will be either positive or it will be 0, which means I know that the minimum value of x minus 2 whole square is 0 when x is equal to 2. And 16 is a constant. So 0 minus 16 is how much? That is minus 16, which means the minimum value that this expression can take is minus 16. That is my answer. Okay, that is the first way of solving this question, and that is by completing the perfect square. Now let us look at another way of solving the same question. So we need to minimize here f of g of x minus 3x. Let's keep it intact and see. Once we have got that value, what we could have done. So we know f of g of x minus 3x is this. Okay, once we've got the value of the expression, okay, the first two steps remain common. So once you've got the value of the expression, you could have also minimized it by differentiation. So if I say that this is y, okay, we can find dy by dx here. So what is dy by dx? It will be 2x minus 4. And we can also find d2y by dx2, and that is 2. Because that is positive, it indicates a minima. Where do I get this minima? When my dy by dx is 0, which means when 2x minus 4 is 0 or x is equal to 2. Okay, what is the minimum value of the expression? Once you've got x is equal to 2, just put the value of x as 2 in this expression. So what we get is 2 square minus 4 times of 2 minus 12, and that is minus 16. That is obviously the same answer that we got after completing the square. Okay, so this was the second way of solving this question by making use of differentiation. Now let's look at another way of solving the same question. So again, we will keep the expression that we have to minimize over there, and after that, what we could have done, let us see another method for solving the same question. Now, the expression that we have to minimize here is a quadratic expression. Okay, my standard quadratic expression is ax square plus bx plus c. The minimum value of this expression is given by the formula. The minimum value of this quadratic expression is given by the formula 4ac minus b square by 4. Again, if I knew this formula, I would have got the answer in one step. Once I got my composite function, I would have got the answer in one step. Okay, so this is the shortest way of solving this question. If I compare the expression that I have to minimize with a standard quadratic, from here I can say that a is 1, b is minus 4, and c is minus 12. Substitute in this formula. So 4 times of 1 into minus 12 minus minus 4 whole square upon 4 times of 1. That is nothing but minus 48 minus 16 by 4. That is minus 64 by 4 or minus 16. That is our answer. Okay. So we have seen 3 different approaches for solving the same question here. If you knew this formula for quadratic expression minimum value, this is of course the shortest way of solving the question. Otherwise, if you knew differentiation, that is also a short method. Otherwise, the third method is that we have to try and complete the perfect square. I hope that you understood the question, the 3 different approaches for solving the question. If you've understood, please attempt the replica question I've got for you here and leave your answers in the comment section.